Hello, soldiers airdropping in and waiting patiently for the cavalry. This is the outfit, part 15. And yes, by God, we are going to finish the Soul Survivors mission today, complete with cutscenes and some dramatic backup narrative. Well, meanwhile, we'd be getting the crap pounded out of us by respawning tanks, for which we had to use our anti-tank guns in order to hold them back. But now the Nazi defense is crumbling. We're not going to be able to defend this shoe factory anymore.
So the cannon car's reload speed is very, very long.
Very slow, yes, very slow. Only some of the cannons enjoy a really fast reload speed, mostly the cannon car. The cannon car has a trade-off of extremely low defense and health. In exchange, its cannon is relatively effective against emplacements and infantry. Seems to me more appropriate that the Nazis get the lower defense emplacements and vehicles because they're the ones that you have to fight in campaign mode. There is no Nazi campaign mode in the outfit. You're only ever playing as the Americans, and you're only ever destroying enemy Nazi emplacements.
Does the multiplayer is there a multiplayer campaign style versus mode?
Well, what would be a campaign style versus mode? Like assault mode? Like your Unreal Tournament assault mode style?
Like that, yeah.
Unfortunately, no. There are three main types of games in the outfit. Destruction, deathmatch, and kind of like King of the Hill style.
Right.
King of the Hill style, you aim to... So destruction means that you have a fixed amount of time to score as many points as possible by blowing up destructible environments. And it can be anything that can be destroyed in this game. The tower on our right, these barbed wire gates, enemy emplacements, vehicles, walls, streetlights. You will get points for everything that you take out. In deathmatch, you have a fixed amount of time to kill your enemy team's hero unit as many times as possible. Whoever gets the most hero unit kills wins the game.
Okay.
And then finally is King of the Hill style, where you are competing to control the majority of strategic points throughout the map. As long as you control more strategic points than your opponent will start to lose command points. Well, not command points, more like game points.
Right.
So you start with, let's say, 150 game points. The first player to completely run out of game points because they did not control enough strategic objectives, they lose the game.
Yeah, just like Battlefield's core gameplay loop.
Yeah, gameplay loop. In my opinion, the latter of the three that I described, King of the Hill, is my favorite. Deathmatch can get a little one-sided. One player can get on a roll and, like, let's say they find like a fence or a bunch of houses. Or they're just having an easy time taking out the enemy units. That it could very quickly get tipped in the favor of the player who gets the lead. However, it also is one of the few minigames where you're allowed to ignore your opponent. Because as long as you can continue to find things that you can destroy, you will get points.
Well, that's destruction, not necessarily deathmatch.
Oh, destruction, yeah. Deathmatch also tends to skew in favor of the player that's already winning.
Okay, why do these emplacements have wheels if we're not allowed to move them?
Well, so that they can rotate. It's more like a swivel. But it also provides balance. Oh, not just one, but two tanks over here. They're strafing back and forth due to scripting. Calls for a bazooka. God damn it, why is the only point like 500 meters back from where I need it to be?
It's not 500, it's 300.
Get in the truck. Use the truck. We pushed them back. We're killing them, boys. By the points that are getting added to our command points, we're killing them. Very close to securing the complex, Mr. Gerdat.
Well, we haven't actually been into the central area in several minutes now, so.
Yeah, these run backups are, kind of. If you feel like the life is getting drained out of you just from the time it takes to walk back to the line, to basically the proverbial line of scrimmage here, you're not alone. I think that really hammers in the death pounds. Like, my whole team just got turned to cinders.
Mm-hmm.
Try putting a cannon down. That will work for a second.
Okay, this tank should have exploded by now.
Maybe. Heh.
There.
You only have so much time to actually hit me, but in that time, I'm able to hit you. That tank wasn't even occupied. You silly bastards. You can't use a tank that's empty of men. Little does Mr. Cloud realize at this point, all you have to do is just get into the facility and you win the game. The missions can be stupid like that. Alright, now these are my demands. I demand a new pair of boots, snow boots, slacks, a haberdasher, a tailor,
and
tailor's
a
assistant,
loading screen. Fucking finally.
measuring tape, a new suit, a haircut, a shave,
That's him.
and a cold glass of beer.
No more escape. Cover our back. Out of the car.
You could have just run them over.
Mortar, get out of the car. Slowly.
That's not mortar.
Let's go now.
Oh no! Captain General Private II has been gunned down by a submachine gun fire.
That's not just any general, private, captain, lieutenant. That's Captain Deuce Williams. He just had the deuce beat out of him.
The priest. He got away.
We've got to get out of here. We just woke up half the SS. Don't worry, sir. We've got you.
Forget it. I'll slow you down.
We're not leaving you.
Go, damn it.
No sacrifice is too great.
Here. Make sure she doesn't get rusty. Don't worry. Me and the Krauts are gonna have a blast together.
We're not. Come on. We gotta go. Mac!
Well, does he actually happen to have a match on him?
Yeah. See, Deuce Williams has had cigars in his pocket this whole time, as seen as early as the earliest cutscenes.
We know you are hurt. Show yourself, and we will help you.
Yeah, right.
You have a count of 3, and then you will be shot. 1, 2.
And here's a little lesson in German numerals.
I really should quit smoking. I hear it's bad for your health.
You know what else is bad for your health? Cause I'm TNT.
We shouldn't have left. We had no choice. You know that. But we've got a major score to settle for Deuce.
Also, if that amount of explosives was able to literally demolish the entire shoe factory, they strung up their explosive warehouse way too far around the complex.
Getting infiltrated by the enemy was not part of the plan when they decided to squish together that many explosives. Not to mention that the cigar would not have activated the tetranitrotoluene that would have caused that much devastation. There was a crate surrounding them. You have to get through the crate before you can...
Also,
whatever,
the
it's a video game.
The quad 50 caliber half track, a thing that you will not be using because it's a half track.
I mean, I might be using it. Might be. It's on the table. The Quad 50 half track it's more economical than some of the machine gun variant tanks that you run into, especially between playing as in versus and multiplayer mode, for instance, the Nazis have a machine gun style tank that is mostly anti-infantry, but it's more expensive than the American quad half-track. Albeit the German tank has more armor, it also shares about the same amount of anti-infantry ferocity.
My car! You wrecked my car.
Please, Herr General, please spare me. The American officer is eliminated, yes? Is that not something the entire German army failed to accomplish?
Herr General, I suppose...
Me, I am simply a mere priest. I nearly clapped my pants.
Kill the others just as easily. This I can do.
Get out!
Yes, all I have to do is sneak up on them and pretend to be just a passenger in the car, and then I will bang, 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 bang.
Ah, come on. The door should not have fallen off. Be safe, everybody.
Wah, wah, wah.